Morning, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I am pissed right now because just a couple hours ago, I woke up to the news that Xbox is going to be raising the prices of their consoles starting today. And by the end of the year, they're gonna be raising their game prices to $80. And no, I'm not kidding. I legitimately did not think this was real. Like, I saw the tweet about this, and then I went to the IGN article because, you know, it's IGN, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. But then nope, they linked the Xbox support page where they're talking about it. And then on the Xbox support page, they have documents showing how much the prices are being increased in each region. So you know what, let's go ahead and take a look at that document for the US and let's see just how much the prices are being increased. Just keep in mind, this is 5-year-old hardware. It has not gotten any improvements since it came out. It is the exact same as it was when it launched in 2020. Let's see here. The Series S 512GB edition, aka the regular Series S, $380, an $80 price increase. The Series S 1TB edition, $430, also up $80 from $350. And then this is where it gets really bad. Series X Digital Edition, $550, up from $450. The regular Series X, $600, up from $500. And the Series X 2TB Edition, $730. I never in a million years thought I would say it, but Microsoft somehow managed to outprice Sony. Never in my life did I think we would see consoles go above $700. But here we are, I guess. And then they're also increasing the prices on all of the Xbox accessories, the controllers, the Elite controllers, the headsets, all that. But I just want to focus on the console and game prices for this video. Imagine paying $730 for a console that is 5 years old in 2025. I guess they said, screw it, nobody's buying the consoles anyway, we might as well jack up the price. And look, earlier today, I made a community post about this, and I saw so many people in the comments saying tariffs. No, I don't give a damn about the tariffs. These consoles are 5 years old. They should have been dropping in price already. The Series S should be like $250 or $200 right now, and the Series X should be $400. They have not dropped in price once, and they sure as hell should not be going up in price. And nobody better say inflation, because if you want to use the inflation argument, guess what? The amount that they should have been lowering the price by compared to inflation means that the price shouldn't have been moved at all. Certainly not increased. I just can't believe it. Xbox just blew it again. Nintendo raised their game prices. Sony's raising PS Plus prices. All they had to do was literally nothing. They've got Doom coming out in 2 weeks. Their competitors are shitting the bed right now. Literally, all they had to do was nothing. How do you screw up doing nothing? It's official. GTA 6 is going to be at least $90. There's no way around it. Actually, I shouldn't say that. At least 80, probably 90 or 100. If GTA 6 is less than $80, I will genuinely be flabbergasted. God, I'm so pissed, dude. This whole situation is the embodiment of this clip from Rogue One.
On the verge of greatness, we were this close.
Actually, though, how do you mess up doing nothing? Just release Doom. Keep your prices the same. You know, do the thing that has made you at least somewhat desirable for the last 5 years. That being your pricing. If nothing else, the value argument was always there for Xbox. You could play all the modern games on a $300 console. You've got Game Pass for $20 a month, which has COD and all their first-party games. If nothing else, there was always the argument that Xbox was the cheapest platform. And now they might actually be more expensive than PlayStation. I swear to God, what is with corporations and fighting each other to make the worst decisions possible? It's like all of these companies have bombs attached to themselves, but they're trying to make it blow up faster. And at this point, we might just have to let it happen. For the love of God, the AAA industry needs to crash. We need a complete reset. Prices are getting way out of hand. And also, something that's funny is Game Pass is like the one thing that they're not increasing the price of. there's two things that I think could be going on here. One, they're really trying to boost Game Pass sales by increasing the prices of games more. Or two, a Game Pass price increase is about to happen, even though one just happened like 6 months ago, and I think the latter is more likely. And what's just extra egregious about this whole thing is that it was 2 years ago, almost to the day, 2 years ago that they increased their game prices to 70. No, scratch that. Literally, it was 2 years ago today that they released their first $70 game, which was Redfall of all things. And now 2 years later, they're expecting $10 more for new games. If you told me at the beginning of this generation that by the end an Xbox would cost $730 and games would cost $80, I literally would not have believed you. To any console gamers out there, please, the gates are open. Come to PC. It's not too late. Hell, at this point, a mid-range PC is basically the same price as a new Xbox, maybe even cheaper, and you won't have to pay a ton of extra fees. I genuinely want to know what Xbox could possibly have in their lineup that they think is worth $80. Forza Horizon 6? Modern Warfare 4? Like, what could it possibly be? And then the fact that they have the nerve and the gall to say, we understand these changes are challenging and they were made with careful consideration giving market conditions and the rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. If you're trying to ensure value for your players, why are you increasing the prices? That is literally the opposite of value. Unless you mean you're artificially pricing the games higher to give them more value. But yeah, guys, they're doing this for you. They're charging you over $700 for a console and $80 for games, which aren't affected by tariffs, by the way, because they're digital. We're charging you so much extra for those because we care about you. We want to ensure the value for you. The only thing you are making me feel better about in this situation is my choice to move to PC. And at least for me, this is not an issue of not being able to afford the extra $10. This is an issue of this is a scam. For the foreseeable future, Doom Dark Ages will be the last game I'm buying from Xbox, only because I've already pre-ordered it. If the next Call of Duty is $80, I'm sure as hell not buying it. The worst part is, they were probably already planning this. Like, you don't make this decision on a whim. They were probably planning to make $80 games already, but they were waiting for the right opportunity to announce it. And now that Nintendo has come out and done it, they're like, perfect, let's just do it. And also, let's not give people any heads up on the console price increase. Let's just do it instantly and announce it at the same time that we do it, just so that there's no time for people to complain about it before it happens. Like, Xbox, you guys love your shadow drops. This is not the kind of shadow drop that people like. We like shadow drops of games, not of increased prices. And guess what? If your development costs are rising, that is not on the consumers to fix for you. How about you stop spending so much money on your games? Like, I'm calling it right now. It's the same thing as the Nintendo price increase. They're just trying to see how much they can charge. And Nintendo might be able to get away with it just because Mario Kart's that popular, but I cannot see a world in which Xbox, of all companies, is gonna get away with $80 games. Like, they're already viewed very negatively by the public. I don't really know why they thought this was gonna help. I just like to imagine that Phil Spencer hit publish on this news and then immediately ducked under his table. But who knows, maybe this will secretly work. Again, maybe it's secretly a scheme to get more people to sub to Game Pass so they don't have to buy $80 games. Maybe Game Pass subscriptions will double overnight and this will actually work out exactly how they wanted it to. But I hope, for the love of the industry, that this does not work out. I welcome the video game crash with open arms. Let it happen and let indies and AA's rise from the ashes. Burn it all down and let's just hit the reset button. Because unfortunately, sometimes you can't save things. You just gotta hit restart. Kinda like my save file on Indiana Jones, which made me had to replay the game again to get 100% on it because I couldn't grab grab certain books. All right, rant over, and that's all I've got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. I swear to God, Josh actually cursed this. He put out that tweet a couple days ago about how Nintendo and Sony just made Xbox look like the best platform. And then Xbox was like, what? Good PR? No, we can't have that. And then they're like, you know what? Nintendo just got all that terrible press for increasing their prices. Let's do that as well. I swear to God, these companies unironically have humiliation fetishes. Like, there's no other way to describe it. But yeah, anyway, with all that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm pissed, so I'm gonna go finish 100%ing Indiana Jones. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Join us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Salt streams, and I will catch you all next time.
Fuck Microsoft!
Okay.
Fuck